Proper storage of meat in the refrigerator plays a crucial role in maintaining food safety and extending the shelf life of various types of meat. When meat is stored correctly, it helps prevent the growth of harmful bacteria that can cause foodborne illnesses. Temperature control and appropriate packaging are essential to preserve freshness and flavor. By following recommended storage practices, you can reduce the risk of spoilage and waste. Ensuring that meat is kept at the right temperature also helps retain its nutritional value. Overall, careful refrigeration is a key step in protecting both your health and the quality of your food. Beef can be safely stored in the refrigerator for up to 3 to 5 days, provided it is kept at a temperature below 4 degrees Celsius. To ensure optimal freshness, it is best to keep the beef in its original packaging or wrap it tightly to prevent exposure to air. Signs that beef has spoiled include a sour odor, a slimy texture, and a change in color to brown or gray. Consuming spoiled beef can pose health risks, so it is important to check for these indicators before use. Always store beef on the lowest shelf to avoid cross-contamination with other foods. Additionally, avoid refreezing thawed beef, as this can affect both quality and safety. Pork can be safely stored in the refrigerator for up to 3 to 5 days when kept at a temperature below 4 degrees Celsius. To ensure optimal freshness, it is important to check for signs that the meat is no longer suitable for consumption. These include a sour smell, a slimy texture, or a change in color to gray or greenish tones. To extend the shelf life of pork, store it in airtight containers or wrap it tightly in plastic wrap to prevent exposure to air and moisture. Placing the meat on the lowest shelf of the refrigerator helps avoid cross-contamination with other foods. For longer preservation, consider freezing pork, which can keep it safe for several months. Always remember to thaw frozen pork in the refrigerator rather than at room temperature to maintain food safety. Chicken and other poultry can be safely stored in the refrigerator for up to 1 or 2 days if raw, and up to 3 or 4 days if cooked. It is important to keep poultry in airtight containers or securely wrapped to prevent contamination and preserve freshness. Signs that chicken has spoiled include a sour or unpleasant odor, a slimy texture, and any discoloration such as gray or green spots. Consuming spoiled poultry can lead to foodborne illnesses, so it is crucial to check for these warning signs before cooking or eating. Always wash your hands and utensils thoroughly after handling raw poultry to avoid cross-contamination. For longer storage, freezing is recommended, as it can extend the shelf life of chicken and other poultry for several months. By following these guidelines, you can ensure both the safety and quality of your food. The shelf life of fish and seafood in the refrigerator depends on several factors, including the type of product and how it is stored. Generally, fresh fish and seafood can be kept in the fridge for 1 to 2 days, while cooked varieties may last up to 3 days. To identify if fish or seafood has spoiled, look for signs such as an unpleasant odor, slimy texture, or discoloration. It is important to store these foods in airtight containers or wrap them tightly to prevent contamination and preserve freshness. Always keep the refrigerator at a temperature below 4 degrees Celsius to slow bacterial growth. Avoid refreezing seafood that has already been thawed, as this can affect both safety and quality. By following these precautions, you can help ensure your fish and seafood remain safe to eat. Fresh meat and cooked meat have different shelf lives when stored in the refrigerator. Typically, fresh raw meat such as beef, pork, or poultry can be safely kept for 1 to 2 days before it begins to spoil. In contrast, cooked meat generally lasts longer, with most types remaining safe to eat for 3 to 4 days. These recommendations help minimize the risk of foodborne illness. It is important to store meat in airtight containers and maintain a refrigerator temperature below 4 degrees Celsius. Always check for signs of spoilage, such as changes in color, odor, or texture, before consuming refrigerated meat. Several factors influence the shelf life of meat stored in a refrigerator. Temperature plays a crucial role, as lower temperatures help slow down bacterial growth and preserve freshness. Proper packaging is also important. Airtight wrapping or sealed containers can prevent exposure to air and moisture, reducing spoilage. The placement of meat within the refrigerator matters as well, with the coldest areas typically being best for storage. By considering these elements, temperature, packaging, and positioning, meat can be kept safe and fresh for a longer period. In summary, proper meat preservation is essential for safeguarding the health of your family. Always store meat at the recommended temperature and avoid leaving it at room temperature for extended periods. Use clean utensils and surfaces to prevent cross-contamination, and ensure that meat is cooked thoroughly before consumption. Pay attention to expiration dates and signs of spoilage, such as unusual odors or discoloration. By following these key precautions, you can minimize the risk of foodborne illnesses and maintain the quality of your meat products. Handling ensures that the meat remains safe to eat and enjoyable for longer periods. Beef left at room temperature has a limited shelf life, typically lasting only about 2 hours before it begins to spoil. When exposed to temperatures between 20 and 25 degrees Celsius, bacteria can multiply rapidly, increasing the risk of foodborne illnesses. Improper storage, such as leaving beef uncovered or in a warm environment, can lead to contamination by harmful microorganisms like Salmonella and E. coli. These pathogens may cause symptoms ranging from mild stomach discomfort to severe food poisoning. To ensure safety, it is crucial to refrigerate beef promptly and avoid leaving it out for extended periods. Proper handling and storage help maintain the quality and safety of the meat. Beef can typically be stored in the refrigerator for up to 3 to 5 days, depending on its initial freshness and how it is packaged. Several factors influence the quality and freshness of refrigerated beef, including temperature stability, humidity levels, and exposure to air. Ideally, the refrigerator should be set at or below 4 degrees Celsius to slow bacterial growth. Proper packaging, such as airtight containers or vacuum-sealed bags, helps prevent moisture loss and contamination. It's important to keep raw beef separate from other foods to avoid cross-contamination. Over time, changes in color, odor, or texture may indicate that the beef is no longer fresh. Monitoring these factors ensures that the meat remains safe and retains its best quality during storage. When beef is stored in the freezer, its shelf life can extend significantly compared to refrigeration. Properly packaged beef, using airtight containers or vacuum-sealed bags, can maintain its quality for up to 6 to 12 months. It is important to remove as much air as possible before freezing to prevent freezer burn and preserve flavor. Labeling packages with the date of storage helps keep track of freshness. For best results, store beef at a consistent temperature of -18 degrees Celsius or lower. Avoid frequent thawing and refreezing, as this can degrade texture and taste. By following these guidelines, you can ensure your frozen beef remains safe and delicious for an extended period. Recognizing spoiled beef is essential to prevent food poisoning. Common signs include a sour or unpleasant odor, a slimy or sticky texture, and a change in color, such as turning brown or greenish. If you notice any of these characteristics, the meat should not be consumed. To minimize the risk of foodborne illness, always store beef at the correct temperature, cook it thoroughly, and avoid cross-contamination with other foods. Washing hands and utensils before and after handling raw meat also helps maintain food safety. By staying vigilant and following proper food handling practices, you can protect yourself and your family from potential health risks. In conclusion, proper storage is essential to maintain the freshness and safety of beef. It is recommended to keep beef refrigerated at temperatures below 4 degrees Celsius and to use airtight containers or wrap the meat tightly to prevent exposure to air and contaminants. For longer preservation, freezing is an effective option, but be sure to label packages with the date to track storage time. Avoid refreezing thawed beef, as this can affect both texture and taste. Always check for signs of spoilage, such as unusual odor or color, before consumption. By following these guidelines, you can enjoy high-quality beef while minimizing health risks.